in light of people pooping in line at Disneyland, we all three, I don't know if Vince is back or not, but we all three are pretty familiar with Disneyland. So I wanted to bring to you the top 5 places I see to poop online or in line at Disneyland. I'd love to read them to you guys.
I just want to say Peachtree says is counting the hypocrisy going on here. Why are they saying inline in the article, but the headline says online?
Yeah.
I want to contact this writer and be like, first of all, amazing job. You described pooping really well. Second of all, did an editor not look at this?
You didn't set yourself up for success very well.
Also, Peachtree is going to read Cleaning the Kingdom and get back to us next week.
Book report.
I didn't know about that either.
Paige, you do that, we'll honestly do a book report and we'll come on and we'll talk about that. That's great. I didn't know that book existed, but that's on my radar now too. But anyway, so I have 5 places in the park that I think are best, most optimal, and give you the best chance of getting away with it. Not to be judged, no shit shame, just pure unadulterated and enjoyable deucing, as I call it. So the first place that I'm going to bring up is the Mark Twain Riverboat. I think you can easily drop one out the back by the paddle wheel. Right? Nobody would ever see it coming.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
They have a certain amount of space that they have to have between the ships. So it's not like somebody on the Columbia would see you dropping.
Dude, all of Tom Sawyer's Island is like up for grabs, dude.
Well, thanks for saying that.
Am I jumping ahead on the list?
Next up, I have Pirate's Lair on Tom Sawyer's Island. With with a Mark Twain backdrop and a pirate theme, nobody will be able to finger you as you walk out of Injun Joe's cave after taking your time to drop a hearty deuce.
Watch out for Injun Joe, though. He'll get after you.
He'll definitely finger you.
He'll definitely finger you. I can actually attest to this. I took our daughter to Disneyland yesterday, and she had never been to the Tom Sawyer's Island, so I took her over there, and we went in the caves. And not only is it the coolest place on the island, there's not a lot of people in there, so you could really go to town, and nobody would think twice, or they just think you were a cosplayer as like a Mark Twain character,
What's security going to do? Go take the raft over slowly to go try to get me in the cave? They're not going to do that.
And plus, you bust me, I'm going to go, you're killing the spirit of Mark Twain here, all right? He was an adventurer, so just go with it. All right, the next one on my list, number 3, is Soarin' Over California. It's important to classify the California distinction. Right now at Disneyland, they have Soarin' Over the World, which is soaring, but you're going through all these major landmarks and, 8 wonders of the world throughout the world. But in Florida right now, they have a throwback to the original Soarin', and it was called Soarin' Over California. And I think it would only really apply to that one specifically because the 40 effects of water and smells and the fact that you're in California won't let anybody above or below your hang glider really let on to what's going on. They're just going to think they're immersed in part of the show, both, in the moisture that's coming from the parts where the ocean sprays you and the part where you glide over, the Castro district in San Francisco and see people just taking shits all over the place.
Is that in it when you fly over San Fran?
Yeah.
You're like, oh, breathe it in. It's 4D. I was going to say, because in the original California adventure, you could wait until the orange smell pass in the orange groves. It'll be like, it smells like poop and oranges.
Yeah, but that's the California of 2001. The modern California, you'd be zooming by and a bunch of people would ask you for money while they were taking a shit. Yeah. So, and you just end on a shot of Gavin Newsom talking. It'd be great. I think it would work, but nobody would let on. You'd be able to, you wouldn't have to do it. Demean yourself.
We need more funding.
Yeah. We need to declare an emergency, a homeless emergency. But you can do
it. That's it too.
Yeah, that's the end of the
sequence. You fly by, and he's looking at you. He's like, "We need to declare an emergency."
So yeah, I thought that would be appropriate. You didn't have to demean yourself by pooping in line. You could have a nice, comforting poop just right there on the ride while you're enjoying it.
Because sometimes it can come quick too, and you can't make it to a restroom in time. It's good to know those little pit stops you can maybe take, just if you have to, if it's a worst case scenario.
Dude, without a doubt.
I have a conspiracy theory for this whole thing, though.
Okay.
I feel like the pooping in the park is actually people protesting the higher prices of Disneyland. It's like when you're in different parts of LA or wherever, nobody wants to be in a dangerous area. So if you go out every once in a while, fire a gun off a couple times, it will all lower in value. The rent prices will go down. No one will want to live there. That's how you keep it low. It's the same concept in Disneyland.
Yeah.
Where you can be like, oh, well, if there's poop everywhere, they got to lower the prices. There's going to be less people.
Yeah, it like Disneyland pricing is kind of based on like it's like an Uber model of surge pricing now. So I think the poopiest of days, like you should be able to go for like $99 a day. You
It
know what I
just
mean?
smells like
It just smells like an open air prison.
just cow manure.
Yeah, just cow manure, like
Oh, yeah,
winery
but it's-
discards.
Oh
you know,
yeah, but it's 15 minutes for Space Mountain. You got to go with it.
like the over by Soren will just be the line will be in a cloud of marijuana smoke, and yeah, you just get the full California experience.
Maybe there's different lands for different smells.
Yeah,
Maybe the marijuana smell is in one of them, and then you can go there if that suits your fancy.
true.
Or you can, I don't know.
There's wineries, there's vineyards. Imagineering. If you're looking for ideas, which it seems like you are, let us know. We're there for you.
Smell. It's a sense that hasn't been fully utilized.
It's about immersion more than anything else, and good pooping smell will definitely add to that. So number 2, this kind of goes into Dave's. Dave, you don't know how well you're just like you're segueing, dude. My number 4 is Spider-Man, the ride over at Disney's California Adventure. See, this would work twofold as both a place to relieve yourself and a protest to let Disney know the true feelings of this underwhelming attraction. So I want to get to a point where people are actually pooping in their hand on the ride and throwing it at the screen,
Is this a web?
Yeah. You want to see a web? Here's a web. I'll buy your robot.
I'm waiting for them to replace that ride already.
Dude, that's the Ticketmaster of Disney rides where it's like, oh, if you buy this spider before you go on the ride, you'll get access to all these perks nobody else
So you can go like this.
Yeah.
And then get the high score.
And just be tired at the end of it. That's all I am off that ride. Man, what a bummer. All right. And my number 1 place to park is in one of the hundreds of toilets placed every 20 feet around the park. You filthy animals. Stop pooping. Stop pooping at Disneyland rides and attractions and shows. Just go to the bathroom, you scoundrels. That's it. That's my
fair.
list.
That's fair, dude.
That's
throw another one. How about this to go along with your past story when you were showing up there? The parking lot.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
But I mean,
there's a lot of attendance. It's a Seinfeld reference too.
My thing is, if you're going to pay the egregious amount of money to go to Disney, you should have the freedom to poop in their park, dude, wherever you want, really, truthfully.
You really should.
Parking lot's free. Well, I guess you had to pay $35 now to park. So, but yeah, if you guys have any more honorable mentions of any good poop places, if the
I
chat...
have an idea. I tried a new battery and my camera's dead, so I'm all voice Vince. But my vote for pooping in the park would be in the Tiki Room. Because not only does that ride suck, you would be able to be the crazy guy in the back going, the poopy, 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 poopy room. And you'd be a hit.
I mean, I love that song. That would be great. Maybe it's like a Haunted Mansion holiday thing where they could do that like 2 months out of the year.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, yeah, poop birds are back.
There's just one guy in there going, the poopy, 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 poopy room.
He's I see your soft serve and I match it with my hot serve.
They have a chocolate Dole Whip. That's disgusting.
This is what we've resorted to in this show is just talking about poop.
It's what people want to hear. They don't want to hear about movie reviews.
You got to
want to hear about Martin
want.
Scorsese. They want to hear about where to poop in Disneyland.
Where could you poop and Martin Scorsese would call it cinema?
Great Moments of Mr. Lincoln. Because
I would agree with him.
Like that's not an attraction that has a lot of high demand. So if you're going to that attraction, you're really
cinema.
Yeah. This is 4 minutes longer than it needs to be. I love it. I am Martin Scorsese.
So Great Moments is great, but it should be 3 hours longer, really.
It should be a Civil War epic. We should really see blood and we should see the plight of Lincoln.
Tarantino comes out.
I think Lincoln should blow John Wilkes Booth away. I don't know. Don't tell me no.
So I feel like you'd feel that it's almost be like another element, like these guys were talking about 4D, right? I mean, you could just put that in there, and then it's you see what I'm saying?
As long as it's in Cinescope, and as long as you watch it at a drive-in, it's cinema. Okay.
The budget's going to be 300 mil, obviously, but it's good. It's going to be worth it. And I've done 9 films. Maybe I'll do one more. I don't know. I'm getting old.
Look, I'm done. I'm done. Okay, I'm not doing more.
I was done. Maybe I'm done. Maybe I'm not.
Sure, I'll do TV. That doesn't count. Okay, all right, Bucks. It doesn't count. It doesn't count. I'm not going to die. I'm just going to retire from cinema.
What was it? What was the last one?
Like, what are you just becoming a caricature of yourself? Okay, you are great.
Because I don't know. Maybe Stranger Things season 6. We'll jump in that.
Because I like it. Because I like to have season 5. I don't like to binge stop. But I was gonna. If it was on, if it was 30 millimeters, I would have loved it. 70 millimeters. Sorry, whatever. Oh, all right. That's all I got. That's all I got, boys.
Right.
That's my list.
Right. Peachtree says we gotta roll the crump online at the Matterhorn. Matterhorn would be interesting.
Dude, what if they called
It's so bumpy in
Roll the
there.
Crump?
I don't know.
Well, I thought about, they always talk about the like, oh, there's a basketball court on top of Matterhorn. Poop there, dude. Nobody's going up there.
Oh yeah.
You could poop up there. You know what you could do is you could take a dump on pirates and position it to where it looks like one of the pirates did it. And
Yeah.
there's the muddy pirate. That's a given.
Dude, yeah, the guy in the mud with the pigs.
You could take a shit in the scene where everything's on fire, light your shit on fire, leave. Everybody like, oh, it's all immersive.
Well, honey, they added some things.
Oh my god, get this on all the vloggers.
And then he's like,
oh,
they probably added that because it was more PC to put flaming poop.
yeah. I watched it was really funny because Disney Plus has this awesome series called it's something about I forgot the name of it, damn it, but it's about the it's called Behind the Attractions, and it's how they made rides, and they were talking about pirates. They're like, we didn't like that pirates were chasing women, so we put food in their hands and had them chase the women holding food. And I'm like, I don't really think that's what people see when they're in that. I think they still see pirates chasing women.
Well, most of them I think now are women chasing men, right? Except for I think like one.
I don't know.
I mean, you're kind of more the authority on this, but
I don't honestly pay attention. I'm just like, yeah, cool. There's pirates or scoundrels, sure.
What's weird about you're like, oh, they're pirates.
Yeah.
What's weird about that ride, Pirates, is like I have no concept of how long Pirates is.
Yeah. It's
I feel like
17 minutes.
it could be anywhere. Oh, okay. Well, now I know. I was gonna say it could be anywhere between 5 minutes and 45 minutes. I don't really know.
It's long enough to take a shit on. I know that much.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. We really have come to a good place here with the shit talk.